Welcome to High Oracle Spiritual Healing Channel. And this is the second time I'm uploading this video. So let's get into it, that we're looking at the behavior and the character of the rulers of the kings. So many times when you are looking at these types of people, you know, how they run countries, then you can also look at their past in order to understand why they, you know, are so forceful or demeaning or arrogant. So we were talking about Nimrod on yesterday, and if you read the Holy Bible, you will be able to understand that he was a skilled hunter. And in many ways, we can deduct that maybe his family was from the working class, or maybe he was poor. Okay, so we have these types of understandings that there is a direct link bearing on the way that the kings or evil rulers or evil kings, you know, run their kingdom or run their countries. They will overcompensate in their forcefulness, in their arrogance or pride, because they do not want anyone to see them as weak. They will, in many cases, they will build these huge buildings, statues, towers, idols. They want people to worship them so that they can be perceived as the greatest. They have a grandiose type of behavior when they are these types of evil kings and rulers. So we want to make sure that we're looking at their behavior. And let's get into our king of the day, and that is the Pharaoh. That's Pharaoh. And we understand that Pharaoh has a belief that he wanted the people to believe that he was, you know, God. He wanted them to worship him as a God. And that's in Surah Al-Qasas 28 and 38. And you can read that for yourself. You know, I want you to read that. And I want you to read Exodus 5 and 1. Because he was arrogant towards Moses. Moses was sent by God to tell him to let the children of Israel go. And he became hard-hearted. And this is what brought about his fall. This is what brought about his demise at the end of this story, at the end of those stories. And we want to make sure that we're looking at his behavior, because his father was a pharaoh, and he was born into the kingdomship. He inherited the kingdom. And in many cases, when you have a king that is privileged, that is affluent, then their behavior is, you know, really arrogant and really prideful towards the people that they are supposed to serve. They are dismissive. They are harmful. The decrees that they will make will harm the people, as we are seeing right now. There's a lot of people in Saudi Arabia that cannot leave because of rash decisions, decrees that were made, you know, without even trying to consult with, you know, the people, without letting people know what is going on, what they were going to do. And there are a lot of people that are stranded right now. So we are seeing that, you know, these types of rulers, you can, you know, really identify them by their behavior, because they are, you know, really dismissive of the people. It's all about them. Okay, so this is at the time of Pharaoh. This is how he behaved, because he was born into this position. So he never had to work for anything. He was never poor. And many times, again, these types of kings will want you to worship them and want you to see things as they see things. And they will have a following of people who, you know, exalt this type of grandiose behavior, this type of grandiose character. Okay, so we want to make sure that we are identifying these negative kings or rulers. And the last one that I want to give you is in Surah Al-Kahf, and that's 1879 through 82, where we have a servant of God, Al-Qidr, in the Holy Quran, that is telling Moses, peace be upon the prophets, that there is a certain king that sees up on every boat by force. And we don't know why this king was taking the boats. Maybe this king wanted to add these boats to his navy, but he was taking the boats. So God sent his servant Al-Qidr in order to render the boats unserviceable, so the people could feed their families by fishing, so that they could have the relief from this king attacking their boats and taking their boats. So you will see that the behavior of many of these evil kings, they will be identified. They will be identified by their behavior or their character. So I hope that you received this message. Please like, share, and subscribe to me over all of my platforms. You can book your one-on-one life coaching session with me or your video chat session. Book a consultation with me so that I can acclimate a gift to your situation if you are having these evil leaderships in your home or on your job or in your community. Like, share, and subscribe to me. Donate to my channel. I'm High Oracle, Reiki Spiritual Healer. Assalamu alaikum.